Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, and today I wanted to highlight an options trade that we recently did. This was on Thursday. We ended up getting long right in here, and let's pull up the screen drawing tool. So we got in right there. We bought a, and bear with me, I write like a first grader. We bought a July 205 call. Yeah, really slow handwriting. I need to work on that. 205 call we bought for $2.75. That's what we did. And then right over here, the market ran up overnight and opened up, somewhere up here. I think it opened up over here and it kept moving up a little more, and then it came down and then it moved up again. As it moved up again, we decided to take profits. So we got out right there, and we got out for $3.55. So that basically equates to an 80-cent profit, or 29% gain in a 24-hour period. I think the option went as low as like $2.60, $2.58, something like that, very minimal. And we ended up pulling 80 cents out. So we had about 13 cents a heat, made 80 cents. There was a very high probability that the market was going to move up, and that's exactly what it did. We were looking at it, I was thinking maybe it was going to go a little bit higher, but after this move down, it looked like it was going to come back up, but probably not that much higher. It did come up a little higher. I think it got as high as 380, 385, something like that. The only reason I kept watching it was just because I was watching the whole market just to see what was going to play out. And it was one of those things. 80 cents is really good in a 24-hour period when you're talking about a 29% gain. When you're talking about the spiders, every option is a little bit different because the underlying is always going to be a little bit different. And that's what you have to look at. A lot of people that talk to me, they send emails, are like, well, 29% isn't really that much in a day. I want to make 50, 100, 200, 1,000%. And I see some people out there, talking about, we made 1,000%. Some of that is not, the math is a little different. Some of that, they made a little bit, they lost a little bit, they just don't really show it. Like in the month videos that we do, we show, we made this, we lost this is what happened. And when you add the gains and losses together, this is what you get. We do all of that. Because when we started the site, it kind of started with, as much transparency as we show, we can show the journey of what it takes to be a trader. How to come back from the losses and how to act when you actually make gains. Because when I first started trading, I would get a gain and end up building an ego, and once that ego hits a certain point, you start losing money. That's what happens. When you get losses, usually one loss begets more losses because you get that loss mentality. You're like, oh, I lost money, then you're trying to protect against it more than you're trying to make profits, and usually end up losing more money. So I just wanted to throw that in there with today's conversation. I thought it made some sense. So wanted to highlight the trade that we did. If you guys want to talk about it, comment section below. If you want to add anything, ask questions. I encourage questions. I once was a very new trader and I'm sure I was worse than anyone watching this video right now. I was pretty bad. Um, we're talking just on the ES alone, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades a month. It was pretty ridiculous. Probably paid my broker's car payment, something like that. But it was definitely ridiculous. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. No such thing as a dumb question. And if you don't want to ask it on an open forum, you can always email me, support@abusinesswithtrading.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.